These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Warren with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. ABC15 has been following a rollover crash in Scottsdale that shut down Hayden Road this morning. This happened just after 3 o'clock this morning, right near Hayden and Redfield. 3 people had to be pulled from that car and were taken to the hospital. We're still working to confirm the condition of those involved. An investigation is underway in Phoenix after an overnight shooting near 35th Avenue and Greenway. Police say that a man was seriously hurt but was stabilized at a hospital. A juvenile seen running from that scene was arrested, and police say he had a gun. Police don't think he was the shooter, and they are still looking for a second suspect involved. Watching Washington today, it is now day 7 of a government shutdown, with neither Democrats or Republicans giving up any ground. In the midst of it all, we are seeing an uptick in sick calls from air traffic controllers who are being forced to work without pay. ABC 15's Adam Mincer is at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, tracking the very latest.
Smooth morning so far at Sky Harbor Airport, not seeing many delays and still seeing TSA agents showing up. The lines seem to be under control so far. We've had one airport employee says keep an eye on what happens later in the day because issues can snowball and pile up on each other. If one plane isn't making it to its destination, that can cause that ripple effect. But so far here, not seeing the issues that we are seeing at other airports. Overnight, Burbank had no air traffic controllers, San Diego needing to step in to help them. And we also saw overnight a notice from the FAA saying that there were potential air traffic controller shortages here at Sky Harbor this morning and overnight. Again, not seeing those impacts. All of this happening as the Secretary of Transportation is saying he knows the employees here aren't getting paid.
What they think about as they're controlling our airspace is, how am I going to pay my mortgage? How do I make my car payment?
FAA and TSA employees will get paid after the government shutdown, once the government is back up and running. When that'll happen, though, still not any clarity there. We know that on day 7 of the shutdown, there was a 5th attempt overnight by the Senate to open the government. That did not work. So now Democrats and Republicans still seem to be pointing the finger at each other, pointing the blame at each other for now. In Phoenix, Adam Mincer, ABC 15, Arizona.
Our team here at ABC 15 continuing to cover the impacts of this federal government shutdown right here in Arizona as more families are hitting the road for fall break to explore our Arizona gems, our national parks. I actually found a lot of people running into some unexpected closures. We're talking about it, but a lot of times you don't put 2 and 2 together. I'm right there with you. So I was at Montezuma Castle National Monument on Sunday. It is closed now until further notice because of the shutdown. But when I was there, at the gates, they were closed, and I watched at least 15 cars in less than 20 minutes drive up and turn around just like we did. So many people sharing their disappointment, too, including one of our viewers here at ABC 15, Elisa Ruth. Listen.
It's a very big bummer. We're on fall break. We're trying to enjoy Arizona's natural landscapes and see our historical areas. And yeah, I drove up here, and it's a major disappointment.
She's just so cool. Now, I also spotted this family. Take a look. They walked up to the gate. They're from Tucson. Took a picture to capture a fall break memory. Others were there, too, like this couple. They're from New York. That's Nick and Nicole. They were asking, well, where can we hike? I go, well, you could go to Sedona. I also met some people visiting from Paris, France, and you can see that woman there. She said she wanted to see one of the best preserved cliff dwellings in North America, which is Montezuma's Castle, and certainly she was disappointed, too. So many of these people said that, you know what, they were going to try to go to the Grand Canyon instead. I can tell you it is open, according to the National Park Service, but because these government employees are being furloughed until further notice, a lot of visitors are going to be finding a limited number of services there at the Grand Canyon.
With your most accurate forecast on this Tuesday, I am meteorologist Jorge Torres. It is a clear and pleasant start this morning with temperatures across the valley in the 60s and 70s, and we'll keep those temperatures in the 70s through at least 8 o'clock. Midday, close to 90, and highs just shy of 100 degrees this afternoon, 98 degrees, which is 5 degrees above normal for this time of year. Northern Arizona will keep highs in the 70s for areas like Flagstaff, St. Heber, and Show Low. Window Rock, too, you'll be at 77 degrees. 80s, though, in Prescott, Payson, and Sedona, with 90s along along the I-10 corridor into the west. And it gets even hotter tomorrow with a high of 100 degrees on your hump day in the valley under partly cloudy skies. And then we do introduce a slight chance for a storm. For now, just 10% Thursday, but better chances in the forecast later this week and into the weekend at 40% thanks to the remnants of what is still Hurricane Priscilla in the eastern Pacific. Same with the high country with highs in the 70s the next couple of days, 60s by Thursday with very promising storm chances later this week and into the weekend too.
We'll have another update tonight. Until then, you can always get the very latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or by downloading that free ABC 15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.